Hello and welcome to Giga. My,
This is our
try that again.
catchphrase at this point.
I know, and I'm still screwing it up. This is not a good look. But, anyways, let me try that again. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Midweek Gaming. I'm Nick on the side of the comms. Of course, Justin providing audio commentary, his own brand of madness where possible. And of course, I am Nick providing you the stories. So, another week and another set story. This one is more of a PSA. Not gonna lie.
Hmm.
Stuff happening in the world of Steam, specifically a game called Pirate Fi. This one is actually a particularly new game. I think it was still in beta. Came out like February 6th, 2025. And if you downloaded it, congratulations! You now have a virus. So the story goes that supposedly Pirate Fi, well, no, not supposedly, it is. Pirate Fi was removed from Steam.
Yep.
It was a free game on Steam. Unfortunately, some point in its development, it actually got laced with a virus. Now, I do not believe it was actually the fault of the creator. I think the creator just kind of had the thing
Yeah, he
laced.
some it from what I looked into it, it does look like the creator kind of got bamboozled by someone, and they implanted a virus onto their game.
Indeed, indeed. So basically, if you're not a tech head, I'll try to explain this as simple as possible. So basically, in this game, it's basically a Trojan that kind of goes in your computer. If you don't know what a Trojan is, don't worry, it's tech talk. Basically, it's something that goes in your computer via the looking of something like that, looking of something else. So in this case, it's going in under the disguise of being part of the game. So when you download PirateFi, this Trojan will install. Now, what this Trojan does, supposedly, well, not supposedly, it did, is that it scrapes your computer of all the cookies and all the links you had, most of the cookies. Yeah, just the cookies. Actually, yeah, just the cookies. So it scrapes the cookies, and then if you had any passwords, you had any logins, you had any usernames or anything linked in or saved, or, some people don't like to sign out or keep them as remember me. Yeah, all those are saved in the cookies. Well, now whoever has that Trojan or whoever owns that Trojan now has those cookies too. So then they can go into your accounts using those same links, change your own passwords, and effectively lock you out of your account. And that is effectively what happened with PirateFi. A bunch of people downloaded the game, believing a next update came in, because again, looks like the game was in beta, and everyone just thought, oh, files change all the time, whatever. Everyone got the virus, and everyone who had, like I said, usernames, passwords, da-da-da-da-da, saved in their cookies, just lost them. And this also includes things like bank accounts, so yeah. Word to the wise, just be careful.
Yeah, this is gonna kind of put in a possible premise where Steam might go and implement something to go and kind of scan through games to make sure there is no possible malware. I have a feeling that kind of thing might end up happening now because they might feel liable in some regards if a virus is found on a game and it's like, oh yeah, no, you're allowing this to spread.
It looks as though the game itself might have actually been some version of a virus. I mean, I'm looking at the article right here, right? And it says, and this is an actual article from the Indian Express, who I believe was the original people who covered the story. The gaming platform also sent a notification to those who tried the game, suggesting that they reinstall Windows to get rid of the malware. So basically, if you have the thing, generally this thing is going to be so goodness, is going to be so embedded into your machine that you're just going to have to probably reinstall your OS because it's just going to be a pain in the neck to rip the thing out because it's in so many places. So you're just going to have to nuke your OS if you have it at this point. So I'm sorry, but yikes. Anyways, going on, they suggest that you reinstall Windows to get rid of the OS. When security researchers at a name I do not want to pronounce because I'll probably butcher it, Falcon team analyzed the malware, it found that the game was laced with an infosylating. Yeah. Goodness gracious, they compressed that word so my brain did a goof. Info stealing malware called Vidar. If you're in the tech world, maybe you've heard of it. I haven't, but the researchers also noted that the Pirate Fi was built using an existing game template called Easy Survival RPG, which is how the developers were able to ship in the malware with little effort. So it actually seems like this might have actually been the developer itself, but says the article, but anyways. Regardless of how this thing actually came to be, it did end up, like I said, getting laced with the Trojan, and so anyone who downloaded it got laced, so like I said, if you have it, you're probably going to want to look in your computer. It's down from Steam at the moment, though, but just be careful.
Yeah.
This is an interesting kind of debate, though, because, like I said, we are kind of seeing this kind of wave of Trojan stuff kind of get implemented recently. So it's interesting to see this kind of, again, is in the gaming world. So just be careful when you're looking at games. Again, be very careful when you're looking at these kinds of, I don't want to say indie games because it feels like I'm painting all indie games with the same brush if don't trust them, but just be careful with just be
Don't
careful with
trust them. Damn.
don't trust the indie developer. I know. I don't want that message to come across. Just be careful, like I said, though, when you're looking at just games on Steam, especially free-to-play games that are just from random developers. Yes, they might look good. Yes, they might look reputable, but just do your research, just so you're pretty safe, because, like I said, these things can get laced with malware, and like I said, this is what allowed a very dangerous Trojan to spread to people's systems, which not only caused them to have to nuke their OS to get rid of it, but also steal all their information, including, like I said, bank accounts. So, also, second PSA, when you're on the internet, delete your cookies. Yes, yes, I know, it's easier to keep the cookies on, so you don't have to constantly keep re-logging in, but then we have situations like this where you're locked out of your account, so pick your poison.
Do you want to lose everything, or do you want to have a little bit of inconvenience?
So again, granted, you'll still have to reinstall your OS if you have this in your computer, but at least they won't be at risk of stealing anything important. Hopefully, just minimize your risk. But anyways, that's kind of the most recent things in the games industry. Steam took it down. I don't believe there's any intention at the moment of putting it back up at the moment till it gets fixed, but yeah, that's just kind of the nature of things. This was actually, this broke around the 12th, I think, so it's about a week old at this point. But again, it's still worth saying because, like I said, just got to be careful, especially on Steam. There can be some weird games. A lot of people put things on Steam. Some of them are good, some of them are bad, some of them are questionable in more ways than one. So just know what you're downloading when you press download. Is all I'm saying here.
Yeah. It's gonna make people a little more cautious for the next little bit when it comes to indie games, at the very least.
I mean, that's kind of the nature of the beast, right? But anyways, that's kind of this week's story. Hope you all enjoyed. Leave a like, leave a comment, leave your own suggestions down what you think we should cover next, and tell me, what do you think? Did you accidentally download this game? Did you accidentally get malware? Or
Let's hope you didn't.
Did you kind of?
But...
Let's hope you didn't.
Let's hope.
Honestly, I admit I didn't actually know anything about this story before like a few days ago when someone brought this to my attention, in fairness. And I did some digging into it for the sake of the video. So, again...
See, I for one know Steam has been doing this kind of behavior for a little bit, but I didn't know about this one specifically. I didn't know about, like, an actual game with malware. That one I didn't know.
Yeah, it does seem kind of new. So... Like I said, just be careful when you're perusing Steam, yeah? Because the only reason this got brought to my attention was because someone was warning me that, you know, if you see this game, don't download it. So, had I not known and had I seen it and downloaded it, you know, it's not in my genre generally, but it's better safe than sorry, right? So anyways, just be careful what you see on Steam. Anyways, that's all for this week. Hope you all enjoyed, and have a good one, everybody. Bye-bye!